morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, we talked about cleaning up any residue that we left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. I suggest you clean that up, because you don't want to carry that negativity over to today, and you're the only one that can change that. So I suggest you clean that up, and you wonder why you're angry, unhappy, no energy, miserable. Wow, it's everything you did yesterday. All right, I'm going to go over the things that control us. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people-pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses, gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcast, news, caffeine, surgery, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. And you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about saying thank you for everything that happens to us all day. Reflect on our attitude and how we see the world, and what we feed our body, our mind, our soul. This is really powerful. And what we put in our body, what we put in our head, what we read, what we watch, what we pay attention to all day. Do we wake up to negative news? Do we listen about killings? Do we wake up with love, spirituality, happiness, beautiful things to read, to reflect on? Throughout the day, do we say thank you for everything as you're paying your bills, as you got the energy to get your tasks done? Do you say thank you? Do you say thank you for the things that you thought you wanted and they didn't happen? And in the end, they were a blessing that they didn't happen, but at the time you didn't know that. Again, never, ever, ever question when your faith is strong and you're doing all the right things. Be grateful when the universe says no to you, because it's watching out after you. Do not question it. You know your faith is strong when you don't obsess over anything. If you're obsessing over anything, that means you're not letting go and handing it over to the universe. And that's where the ego comes in. That's where control comes in. The power of this, it's just so powerful. The minute I feel anxiety, the minute I start obsessing, I say, okay, what do I need to let go of? Powerful. It vanishes within seconds. Again, it's our thinking and trusting the process. So many things that I thought I wanted in my life, I am so grateful it didn't happen. And all the things and the strength and the power and the right people and the right resources came to me as needed, as I trusted, as I continued to do the next right thing at the time when I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There is something, again, I talked about this before, about that year, when you give something a year. It's profound. And each day, you just, little increments of getting better, little increments of getting better. And complimenting yourself throughout the day, and making sure you have the correct people around you. You don't want people that are beating you down and are jealous of your success. There seems to be a thing going on, beat down success, beat down happiness, beat down beauty. It's really, really insane. Again, that's them living in their ugliness, and they need to bring you down with them to be a part of their inhumanness. And again, it's a decision, it's a choice. We all have free will. Remember, people used to say, they used to put this all on God and the Creator. And remember, self-will. We all have choices of what we want. It's free living, and we make that decision. And that is where we're all the same. And so you have nobody to blame but yourself. And remember, balance, not too much of anything, or you resent everything you do when you're overworked. I don't care what it is. I don't care how fabulous it is. Down to our children, our partner. You don't want too much of anything. Our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, we live life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you get in return. The goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check, our thinking and attitude all day long, and it has to be natural, or else our head gets backed up. Remember, when you have an attitude, remember, be attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness and good humor and contentment with the way things are. Stop trying to control everything around you. Let it go. It will create hell internally if you continue. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. People say, I want to be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing. Your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying from Michael Singer. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you're always at your limits. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using light to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant. If left to blunder around out of control, it will wreak havoc. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Eventually you realize it cannot actually hurt you to go beyond your psychological limits. If you're willing to just stand at the edge and keep walking, you will go beyond. You used to pull back when you got uncomfortable. It's okay to get uncomfortable. Imagine the peace that you could experience if you weren't constantly creating your false self. That is Michael Singer. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to read a little part from my book. Let me see. Page 77. We're still Hours for Love with Louise Hay. Number 6. Praise yourself. Criticism breaks down the inner spirit. Praise builds it up. Praise yourself as much as you can. Tell yourself how well you are doing with every little thing. You have no idea how profound that small little message is, and how helpful that is down to if you're working on your program, just even a little snippet of a weight loss, how huge that is, and you worked your ass off all week. But as long as you're going down, it's working. And saying no when it was so hard to do because you're a people pleaser. You don't know how to say no. And how that freed you up to read the book that you love instead of being there for everybody around you. And really, in the end, nobody gives a shit because they will use you until you're dead and they don't care. And that's the truth. And being true to yourself and telling somebody, excuse me, Do not speak to me that way. I will not have you speak to me that way. And when you correct your children or the people you love and you've allowed them to get away with speaking to you in ways that were absolutely unacceptable, you would never allow anybody else to speak to you that way. When you tell your boss you are only working 8 hours and that's it, or else find somebody else, huge. I have attorneys that come in here and say they should work at McDonald's. They put in so many hours that it averages out to minimum wage. And that's a fact. I mean, again, just if we don't stop the monsters, if we don't stop the bullshit, it's never going to quit. And remember, we're all replaceable. We can always go somewhere else. We're not stuck with anybody. Don't be a victim. And when you make those stands and you make those changes, it just keeps getting better and better and better, because the better you get, your life starts to get better and different people start to come into your life. And it is beautiful and you are worth it. Remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. Do one of these things for 30 days, and in 1 year, you won't even recognize who you are. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss my loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. It's always about fear. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. You cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I am willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day you don't want to do to be successful. My 2 things are always getting up early and doing my podcast, keeping my food clean and working out, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. Remember, you can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. I will talk to you about my workshops or my books. Leave your number, or you can reach me at lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. And hit that colorful round button that says L and share it with everybody you love and respect. And remember, please start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving all this information. It's relearning everything we learned. And remember, I want you to have an unimaginable day today. And thank you for listening.